action. All right, welcome to the Loud Boys, everybody. I'm who am I?
You're Robbie.
Oh, I thought I was Joe.
You're Robbie.
Oh, hi. Hey guys.
Whoa.
I'm Robbie.
Good bit.
Hey, shut up, Dalton. You're the one. Dalton may start a fucking half hour late because he's calling in from a tin can on a string.
Live from my closet, it's Dalton, everyone.
Yeah, but there's a lot of heart and soul in what I do. You know, it's not about the production value, it's about the spirit.
Yeah, much like a shitty guitar, like a blues man strums on. Dalton, there's a lot of like chutzpah.
Yeah, I'm playing a cigar box guitar right now.
Yeah. I ain't got no audio. My podcast sounds bad.
Yeah, but you know that sort of thing never mattered. You know.
No,
Of course not.
people say they get used to it after like 10 minutes, but we just want to have pristine. We want to outdo the big podcasts, the Mark Marons, the Joe Rogans. You know.
We want to look back on this with pride, dude.
Yeah. Speaking of what, you guys
white
see
pride.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, buddy.
Come on, man. Why the fuck are you saying shit like that?
Out,
That's not cool, man. You know the Holocaust was like
I don't know.
pretty recent.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty recent.
Over 5,000 people died. Still think it's funny?
Oh shit.
We're back, baby.
My
Yeah,
internet
we're
connection is not stable right now.
Quarantine schmorantine, dude.
Yeah. So I want to make some s'mores in the teen.
Ooh.
Yeah, dude, I love s'mores.
S'mores are
Have you ever had the
s'morantine.
s'mores? Have you ever had the s'mores cereal?
No, how is it?
No.
Man, it's pretty good. It's I think the Malto Meal company makes it. It's the bag of cereal.
Oh, no, we
And-
don't eat. We Robbie and I do not eat cereal out of
Yeah. Dalton, how much cereal do you eat?
Yeah,
Quite a
no,
bit
dude, that's
since
the
this
poor
started.
people's cereal that don't have like mascots or toys inside.
What cereal? Wait. Cereal doesn't have toys anymore.
It used to when it mattered.
Dude, that was fun. Remember when we were kids? There would just be a loose toy in your cereal.
Yeah,
Dude,
that was
yeah.
sick.
That was the high point. That's why you would eat.
You had to
certain
dust
cereal.
off the Captain Crunch off the toy. It would just be coated
Yeah.
in fucking.
Ever since
Sugar?
Captain Crunch's executive order to stop producing toys, it's been horrible.
Remember
Yeah.
when like, you would like when the
Oops, all
toy-
toys.
Yeah, wait, a box of cereal of all toys and one Crunch Berry.
Yeah. Oops, all toys. That'd be great, dude. I hated it when you would open the box of cereal and the toy was at the very top. You're like, well, now I just got this waste.
Cereal sucks. There's no nutritional
take that back.
value.
No, it's good.
I mean,
as,
it
like,
tastes
a
good,
treat. Yeah.
but there's
Okay.
no nutrient. It's like the first thing we give kids to eat, but there's there's literally zero nutritional value.
No,
in
dude,
cereal.
it's just like sugar and rice. It's like
Yeah.
really bad for you, but I love
Cornstarch.
it, dude. I
Sugar.
could eat it.
rice and everything nice. Remember the Powerpuff Girls, guys?
Yeah,
Huh?
Yeah.
sugar, spice, and everything. Nice.
Yeah, sugar, rice,
Sugar,
and
rice,
everything,
and everything
nice are
nice
the
is how you make
Powerpuff
a-
Girls.
Yeah.
That's how you make what?
Powerpuff Girls.
The Powell Puff Girl.
The Powerpuff
Yeah.
Girls.
Yeah, I think me and Joe were like
Ugh, I
running
mean,
in the same.
Powerpuff
Yeah.
Girls.
We were like running in the same
Professor
direction.
instead of Professor X, it's Professor Chinese character.
Professor Zoo.
Professor Zoo.
You.
Yeah, Professor Z.
And the bad guy is still a trans devil.
Ooh.
yeah.
Powerful.
Yeah,
You
remember him?
No, the bad guy. It's
Yeah.
Mojo Jojo. But they just eat his brains. Mojo Jojo's at the wet market, hanging off a hook.
Mojo
Joe, what are you
sounds
doing? We're adding sugar, spice, and everything nice.
Yeah.
Whew.
Jojo. Damn, what a good rogues gallery. A fucking monkey. Him.
Yeah, trans devil.
Powerpuff Girls were the last women I liked.
Yeah, you just hate women after
Yeah.
that?
I mean, I'm not saying... No, you know what? They just peaked with the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, I
for
thought
me.
you were going to say they pissed you off.
Yeah, those broads pissed me off.
Dear Cartoon Network.
Dick, wait, how about a Powerpuff guy?
Whatever happened to Johnny Bravo? That guy's due for a reboot.
He got me too'd.
Yeah.
Hey, mama.
Do the monkey with me. 5 women allege Johnny Bravo forced them to do the monkey. Oh, I thought they were into it. He was kind of like a date rapist kind of guy.
Consent was implied.
Oh, it was a gray area, mama.
She didn't say no.
He didn't say no. What? You always get an affirmative yes?
There's nothing sexy about talking.
Oh. What a weird cartoon that was. What, he just want to get laid and would fall on his face?
And he lived with his mom.
Yeah,
and all of his friends were like little kids.
Damn,
he
that's
was
pretty
just,
funny.
He was just incel, yeah.
No, he looked like a Chad though.
He was a
cool
gym
hair.
cell. No, he
was a gym cell. Oh,
yeah, he's Johnny Bravo was gym cell.
Oh, mama. Yeah, Johnny Bravo would definitely be on forums with like 8 autistic paragraphs about macros.
Yeah, it's fun. It's pretty funny, like what's happened to cartoons, because cartoons used to be just like silly and kind of nonsensical, and now they're just as nonsensical, but they try to make you have feelings.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever watched Adventure Time?
Oh, I hate that shit, dude.
Yeah, it fucking sucks, dude. It's like a show where it's like a bunch of goofy shit, but then they try to make you like empathize with the characters.
Yeah, there was that
It's
big
just
wave in like 2010 where like skinny hipster guys were like, cartoons are for adults because they play Shin songs and occasionally reference the Smiths. It's like, shut the fuck up. I'm not watching Adventure Time. I'm an adult. I'm watching The Sopranos. Fuck off. I like Mad Men. I have a specific guy in mind when I'm thinking of this, by the way. Is this those guys who are like super like aggressive nerds? Do you know what I mean? Like guys who like use the fact, like they use it as an identity. Like they're like in girls' faces talking about magic cards and shit, and they got laid a lot. So
yeah, that's what I mean. That is what girls like. They like it when you have a lot of mana.
Yeah, they are stupid.
They like when you have a lot of land cards.
Regular Show was another show like that too.
Yeah. That show was pretty funny though.
Regular Show.
Yeah, Regular
I never
Show
watched
was
any of that.
Regular Show.
I got into Steven Universe for a minute, but that's a slippery slope.
Terrible.
Yeah,
that show pushes an agenda.
It really does.
It really does.
That's a slippery slope to becoming just like the gayest bitch of all time.
And it's like I knew I wouldn't like Steven Universe because the kid wore sandals, and I can't stand that shit. I cannot fucking stand that shit. I never liked kids wearing sandals. I don't like adults wearing sandals.
What about
it is a show about just emasculating men, you know?
Yeah.
Steven Universe?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's all about like powerful women raising a young boy, and his dad's a fucking dope who can't do anything. And
wow, this really is a fantasy show.
Yeah, and Steven Universe is like he's non-binary.
Is he really?
No, he's dating like some Filipino chick or something.
Yeah, but they have like an androgynous relationship.
Yeah,
this sounds horrible.
Every
really single
weird.
thing you're saying about this, I hate.
They fuse together. Worse. It's funny because they fuse together to form like some amalgam of each other. Steven dates this woman. I forget her name. It's like Connie or some shit. Yeah, it's
a stupid ass series.
I wish I knew nothing about this show. I fucking hate that any of this is in my head.
Yeah, you've clearly watched it.
I'll admit, embarrassingly enough, I was into it for like the first 2 seasons.
Did you cry?
Yeah, of course.
Does he turn into Stefan Universe?
Well, no. Okay, so when he fuses
with the girl, he goes, "Did I do that?"
No, but when he fuses with his girlfriend, they become Stevani.
Oh, okay.
But it's like, does she have a penis or
no?
vagina,
they're like non-binary, dude. So they have no genitalia.
The worst of both worlds. You don't get either. That's like when you merge a company and nobody's CEO.
Ooh.
Political.
We shouldn't spend too much time talking about Steven Universe.
No, you know what what about those non-binary new Marvel characters though? Are you excited, Joe? I want to get your take on it.
Absolutely not, dude. I hate it, dude. And they're literally called like trigger warning. Like one of them is called
trigger
warning.
Are you serious?
Trigger warning?
I'm looking. I'm looking
Yeah,
this up.
Like one is like trigger warning, the other one is like NSFW or something like that. Like it's so stupid.
it's like,
And, like,
who is
they're-
this for exactly?
It's not for anyone. That's like the weirdest thing. They're just saying like, oh well, we tried. Like, here's what's gonna happen: is they're gonna put these characters out. None of the comics are gonna sell.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Dalton, share your screen.
Share
Show
your
everyone
screen
what
so we
you're
can
looking
see.
at.
Whoa,
yeah.
dude.
Dalton, look at this. Look at what's
Named
happening to our children.
Snowflake.
Marvel criticized for first non-pirate superhero named Snowflake. And here's the thing: is that
Oh man.
the article says Marvel criticized, and people are criticizing it for not being woke enough. This is what I mean. Look, and here's the thing: everyone knows this sucks.
Dude, get up on your soapbox.
Even
Let's
woke
do it.
people know this sucks, but the only way you can criticize it is by being, well, this is actually very tone deaf. It's like, no, this just sucks. This is
Yeah,
just,
this just sucks.
just
It's just
complete
dumb,
pandering.
Dude. It's like, why do we need to have like there's so much filth and disease in our world to begin with. Does it really need to filter over into our comics? You know? Can't it just be good versus evil?
Look,
it's
man,
so hard to it's so hard to talk about any of this because we recognize that this fucking sucks. But like, whenever you
Some
try
asshole
to
that's like, what do you mean it sucks? You know?
whenever you try to
Yeah.
articulate your complaint, which the complaint is, well, it's pandering, it's forced, it's
it's
like
sacrificing quality. It's not even just sacrificing quality. It's making something clearly bad to push an agenda.
yeah, but it's like when you say shit like that, it like I don't know.
No,
There's
people get mad
real-
at you and they act like you don't like it just because blah 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 blah.
Yeah, there's
But
no
it's
way
like,
to really
no,
talk about
who
it.
the fuck looks at this and thinks this is like that's politics aside, that's just so corny to name a character Snowflake.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, what the
referencing.
Although, hold on. In all fairness, Marvel, all these superhero books have a history of like dumb fucking heroes. So it's like,
Like
I
who
guess
else?
it's nothing.
Yeah,
new.
name one dumb hero. Batman. There's a lot of complexity there. He's a man that dresses like a bat. All right.
Yeah. And he's rich.
What is that X-Men character who just has a long neck?
Long neck.
Long neck.
Is it? I think it is just called long neck. Yeah.
Yeah, long
You
neck.
know
the
what? Yeah,
X-Men.
maybe this is right in tradition. You know,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
take
this
it all
is-
back.
there's
Yeah,
nothing-
maybe
there's nothing
comics
bad
are just
about it.
fucking stupid.
Maybe comic book writers, we just thought they were smart and worth revering because we were children. When we
Yeah,
liked
maybe it's
it.
because like they had writer in the title. So you just
That's literally
think
that's
they're
literally
intelligent.
what Alan Moore said. Like when all this superhero shit started, like this whole new era of falling in love with superheroes, Alan Moore was like, "Yeah, it's like people in tights. It's for children. Don't."
Yeah,
it's
but
not
then there was
for-
like that. Well, we grew up in like that weird like time when they darkened everything and made it for
Yeah.
adults, like Spawn, and
Image and like but that's when like comics were like started to get like some of the comics that were like popular in the 60s started really having like a value, you know,
Yeah.
like early Spider-Man comics were
Well,
worth, like, a
that's
couple
what
thousand.
wrecked that industry.
Yeah,
Is like
exactly.
because then once
I thought
Image
what
hit-
wrecked that industry was the Joker putting poison into the Gotham. Fuck, whatever.
Good one,
God
Robbie.
damn,
Thank you.
Robbie, what the fuck?
Thanks for that one, dude.
Take a mulligan, dude.
Take
A,
a
Nick,
knee,
a Nick
Kaepernick.
Mulligan.
Yeah, dude. Go catch your breath.
Yeah, sit this one out, dude.
You know
Yeah,
what? You guys are both
goddamn, dude.
fired.
I don't even know what you were trying to say. It fell
Halfway through.
apart so
No,
hard.
I had a thought in my head about like industry, the industry of Gotham. The Joker ruined that industry by poisoning the
Okay.
Gotham River. And then I said
talk it
it,
out.
and as soon as I said it out loud, I was like, oh, I forgot to articulate like how I got from A to C. And if I tried, it would make no sense. And also, I was
Dude,
getting
that-
bored of the conversation, so I just
A
kinda
to
wanted to change
C.
the subject.
I took improv. Let's talk about the death.
Oh, rest in peace, UCB.
Oh,
The
rest in
improv.
pieces.
No, dude. Good riddance, I say.
Yeah.
Dalton,
Burn
are
in
you
hell.
serious?
Dude, I hate improv. Improv is gay.
Really?
I like improv, but I don't like improv people. You know what I mean? They're always
Yeah.
trying to like do bits with you.
Love the game, hate the gamer.
I love gamers. Gamers who you ever go on like Reddit gaming subreddits? It's
Ugh,
all
they
about
got
No,
they-
Robbie. No, I don't.
They deleted most of them because they were qualified as hate speech.
no, but like no art. That's like the incel gaming subreddits. The mainstream gaming subreddits are all just like like love letters to the Nintendo Switch. They're all just like,
Dude, I
wife.
love the Switch.
They're like, my wife and I were having issues, but then I got her a Switch and we never argue anymore. Can we get an update?
Dude, the Switch is making me so happy these days.
Oh, really? Why? What are you playing?
Dude, I beat Zelda. I beat Ganon. Stomped his ass. All right, got the Master Sword. All right, saved all 4 Divine Beasts. Stormed Hyrule Castle and killed Ganon.
That's
all right,
cool.
now I'm playing Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
How about Geyer Emblem?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
like
the cheese? Like Geyer cheese?
yeah, it's a cheese.
Yeah, it's a cooking game.
It's a cooking. No, it's a badge you get for making nice cheese.
Actually, you do cook in Fire Emblem. You go to the dining hall, cook up meals with your students, and
that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to bring this up. Dalton and I watched Jay and Silent Bob Reboot.
Let's get into it,
dude. I want to get into it.
This is what we're talking about.
Do we have the theme music for Dalton and Robbie's?
Oh yeah, okay, here it goes.
Dude, let me say, it would be like really easy to just like wantonly shit on this movie.
I would say one of the worst, just out of the way, one of the worst movies I've ever fucking seen in my entire goddamn life, dude.
It's a really bad movie, but it affected me in like a very profound way.
I woke up very sad this morning.
Yeah,
and when I got because I watched Jay and Silent Bob Reboot last night.
When I got done with it. Oh, well, let me say, when I got done watching it, I genuinely felt like I felt very sad. I felt like I'd lost someone. Like I felt like a sense of grief.
Dude, I think I've been going through the grieving process since I saw it.
Wow.
I went through denial after I saw it. I went through the denial that I didn't waste an hour and a half watching that. I don't know what the rest of them
you
are.
bargained. You bargained.
Yeah, I bargained.
I was like, it wasn't awful.
Do you think
it wasn't as bad as Jersey Girl?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think, like, because Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back came out when we were kids, 9/11 hadn't happened yet. The world was like a beautiful place. We still had all of our personal freedoms. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back comes out. Do you think it was just because we were children living in the heyday of America before the towers fell that we look back on that as being a better movie? Or
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back? Yes.
Yeah, but was that always a bad movie?
Okay. I think it was always a bad movie. But it was more of a time and place, and it was better than this. That was a more competently made movie.
Yeah, I do, because that was the thing I was thinking the whole time watching it. I'm like, is this worse? Is it? I was just like, is Jay and Silent Strike Back better or worse than this, or are they both just big piles of shit?
I'll bet they're both. Well, at least that one had Will Ferrell.
They're both bad movies, but I'll say Jay and Silent Strike Back at least has a charm to it.
Yeah,
it's a fun movie. I found no joy in Jay and Silent Bob's Reboot.
No, there's like a Twin Peaks: The Return-esque.
Yeah. This was the Black Lodge,
dude. It really was like it hammered home the exact same lessons of Twin Peaks: The Return, but unintentionally. It was like
that's the perfect description. This was like when Dale Cooper comes back, but it's not Dale, and you're just like, where the fuck is Dale?
Yeah,
who is Dougie? and that's what this was, where it's like, where are the people I love?
Yeah, why
I miss them.
Who is this man who kind of looks like Jason Lee?
Yeah, it was a sad movie, man.
Dude, so Jason Lee didn't return for it?
You know how Tarantino...
They all look like shit, dude.
You know how Tarantino can make, like, pretty much anyone look good, basically, in a movie? Like, you'll watch a movie and someone will look hotter than they do in other movies, and he'll get performances out of them where where you think they're like the best actor ever, and then in their other movies are just fine, like
John Travolta
or Michael Madsen or any of those guys. It's the opposite in movie. He takes some of the best comic actors working and just makes them look like they're incompetent.
No. He took some of the best actors working. This movie had like, who all was in this? Ben Affleck,
Matt Damon. Matt Damon came off the best, I think.
Matt Damon had the only decent performance in this movie.
I agree.
And it was in the movie for no reason. It had nothing to do.
Clearly, Kevin Smith just like came to his house with an iPhone and was like, "Okay, can we get this down?"
Yeah, because it wasn't. He shows up as like he's supposed to be the narrator of the movie, but he shows up like midway through as Loki from Dogma, and he's supposed to be narrating the movie. But this is the only point in the movie that he narrates. He comes and goes in this one scene, and it's like, what the fuck? Why was this even in the movie?
I mean, he gives it his all. He's pretty good in that scene, but
he's good in the
Ben
scene.
Affleck looks like he lost a bet. Like he looks like he regretted saying yes his entire scene.
He looks like shit in this movie. Dude, this movie
They
really
all look
showcases
bad.
This showcases like the importance of good cameras, good lighting, makeup. Everybody in this movie looks like death. They look like corpses, dude.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
They look so fucking bad. You really see how old all these people are.
Well, they're not even that old. Like Kevin Smith's fucking 49. He's younger than Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan looks
crazy.
great.
It just
but Kevin Smith looks like he just died and someone just used smelling salts on him, and like he has like those big eyes. He's like. And also, it's a movie where he plays a character named Silent Bob, and there's more dialogue from Kevin Smith in this movie than any movie I've ever seen in my life.
Damn, dude.
Well,
I'm not a fan of that, dude.
He talks quite a bit in Chasing Amy.
Well, like
he has one scene where he talks. In this scene, he does the whole as Silent Bob Coffee's for Closers monologue.
Yeah,
and
that sucked. Oh my god, that made me so mad.
He inserts a scene. Do you want to go through the movie just like real quick?
We got to collect our thoughts because we're all over the map and we're just mad.
Okay, so it starts with Jay and Silent Bob learning that there's a Blunt Man and Chronic movie.
No, it starts with their dispensary being raided by Ashy Larry.
Ashy Larry from Chappelle's show. He's like, what are we doing?
Dude, did I ever tell you when I followed him?
No, what happened?
No.
Dude, I was at the Arlington Improv in Arlington, Texas. I was like maybe 6 months into comedy. This was just an open mic, and he dropped Donnell Rawlings, Ashy Larry, dropped in because he was headlining that weekend. He just dropped in his open mic to work on material, and did 20 minutes where he just leveled the room. Like the rafters were shaking. He was crushing so hard. And then I went on like 2 after him, and just like really upset a room full of black people who got to see Ashy Larry.
Oh my god!
They hate. I was like trying to be at the time the like edgy talk about Jesus comic, which is like, man, you couldn't make a bigger mistake than to make fun of Jesus in front of a room full of Southern black women.
Dude, black people super believe in Jesus. The whole thing, as soon as we brought them in from Africa, the first thing we had them do was renounce their African gods and accept Jesus. It's like ingrained into the modern black person's DNA. They're all descendants of slaves that were brainwashed into believing in Jesus. Of course they believe in God, dude. Otherwise, they'd be fucking worshiping Mufasa. The African playing god, dude.
Black people are in the Lion King?
Dude, Joe, shut the fuck up.
No, I'm right about this, dude. I'm absolutely right. Oh, black people naturally discovered Christianity. Like some tribe in Africa found a Bible, and they were like, "This makes."
Oh my god, dude.
Black people believe in Jesus Christ.
Dude, Joe,
them
shut
from
the
their
fuck
country
up.
And brainwash them into believing in Christ. It's not like funny, but it's true. You should have known that before you followed Ashy Larry and made fun of the thing they were brainwashed into believing in.
All right. Timestamp to cut that out.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Dude.
We'll put that one behind the paywall, dude. But that's actually an incredibly good point.
God damn it. I think I got the virus.
So wait, what happened, Dalton, when you followed?
They were.
Bad, dude.
I bombed very hard, and just like a room full of black people were mad at me. Not the first or last time that's happened.
Are there a lot of urban rooms in Dallas?
No, just that one. Just the Arlington Improv.
Did you go over well, man?
I have a few more points about Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh yeah, let's keep talking about that.
Yeah, please, let's talk about the eugenics that I was going off on.
Yeah. You said that sarcastically, but that's actually a pretty good idea.
All right, fine. But if I'm listening to this at work and I don't hear my little spiel, I'm pushing for a Gorman cut.
Robbie, send Joe his own cut of this.
Yeah, the Joe
just-
Gorman cut, and it's just a copy of
Yeah.
Mein Kampf audiobook.
Yeah, man. People are just listening to it on their drive to work and slowly becoming red pilled.
Yeah, yeah.
It sucks because that riff was genuinely like really funny, but we can't.
We have to have it.
We can't put that.
Why?
In the episode.
You guys are both saying like, "Oh, don't Gorman, don't say it." Like it's on me, but I'm also right.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. We have day jobs. We have to worry
true.
about.
It's not gonna come back to us, dude.
All right, put it in the episode, Robbie.
All right,
Yeah,
we'll
keep
leave
it in, dude. The the brainwashing stays in. It's a powerful sentiment, and I think.
All right, let's finish lambasting.
Yeah, let's talk
Jay
about
and
this
stuff.
terrible
Yeah.
movie that I didn't even see.
Yeah, I told you to
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
it.
Smith, by the
Joe
way.
has nothing to talk about.
I know. I
Yeah.
feel bad. Whatever, man.
Here, let's
Are
just
you
cut to
bored,
my
Joe?
favorite part of the movie.
No, I'm feeling great, man.
All right, well, we'll keep
right
through it.
now.
I'll just go through it real quick. Then Jay and Silent Bob, because I mean, look, this is just I'll just talk about this part. Jay and Silent Bob. So the whole plot of the movie is that Kevin Smith is directing a Blunt Man and Chronic reboot. And they do that
By the way, I hate meta humor. I'm getting so sick of things being aware of themselves.
I know, and the thing is, like, it's such a bad movie, and Kevin Smith appears to be aware of how bad it is during the movie.
Which
He's like,
doesn't make it okay.
no, it doesn't.
It's like
There's a part at the end where he's like, well, I got a bunch of people to be in the movie because they guilted them into it after my heart attack. And it's like,
yeah, you did.
is that funny? That's just what you did. That's kind of a sleazy thing to do.
He's always done that. Like,
I hated that part of the movie.
Yeah, he's
where-
always kind of winked at the camera since Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Like that whole movie was super self-referential as
There's
well.
so much of that. This movie and that movie both literally have them looking into the camera.
Which
being
is a
like-
gag from Wayne's World.
That's
Like,
true.
They were like, oh, I wonder if anyone's watching this right now. And then they look at the camera, and then they flip off the audience, which pretty badass, honestly.
Yeah,
flip
pretty
off the
real,
audience.
pretty real ass.
I mean, that's so fucking sick.
By the way, dude, Jay definitely has fake teeth.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, dude, he's a
those
meth
teeth
addict.
did
Dude,
not look real.
Dude,
They were
he looks
unsettling.
like shit, man. He looks so bad.
Well, it's amazing that they have a duo where one is the talker and one is the mugger, and the guy who talks can't act at all, and the one who mugs is really bad at facial acting.
Do you want to hear something funny? It's funny that we're talking so much shit about this movie because you were probably the same. I was a huge fan of.
Oh
his.
yeah, in my
So
when
much
I was
so
a
that
preteen, I thought he was like a genius.
when I was in 8th grade, I wrote a research paper on Kevin Smith. I did like a report on Kevin Smith.
Well, he wrote all those '90s movies he made before he was 30, and at the time I thought that was amazing. And
I
now
did
I'm like,
too.
well,
And
yeah, these are movies I'd make when I was like 26 if I had like
And-
resources.
also, you and I were like pretty fat kids.
Oh yeah,
and
dude.
he was a big deal if you were like a fat kid.
He was like the fat. He was Fat Jesus, dude.
He really was, dude.
He gives everyone so much fucking inspiration by just being fat and making it in Hollywood. That's so
Yeah.
rare. Just being like a
Yeah.
fat nerd, but it feels like he was talking to you. You know, he was like, "This is how. Oh shit, this is how me and my friends talk. We like swear and talk about comic books. That's amazing. At the time, that was amazing. But then like the Judd Apatow shit came in and kind of ruined that.
Yeah,
He
I don't know, man.
sucks.
I feel bad. Like, I actually do feel kind of bad talking so much shit about it.
I'm starting to feel
Why?
that too.
I don't. I think his
I don't know,
movies
dude. The
suck. I think
movie,
he's a
the
dumb
movie
asshole.
genuinely bummed me out because he was such a hero of mine when I was a kid, and it's like he's fallen so hard. He really sucks so much now. The movie is so bad.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Well, the funniest part too is like he casts his daughter in it, and
Oh,
like
God.
puts her in a bunch of hot outfits, and that was like really.
And there's
really
a joke in the
creepy.
movie. There's a joke in the movie where it's like, so he's aware that he gave his daughter this fucking terrible name.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah, because the joke in the movie is that her name is Millennium Falcon, and it's like,
Ugh.
so you're aware that you fucked your. Why would you give her this name? Why is her name Harley Quinn?
But yeah, but he puts her in like a schoolgirl outfit and like tight shirts and stuff. It's like, what the fuck? What? And he's like,
yeah,
and he's
she-
in all those scenes with him.
And he has her talking about like her 2 dildos and strap on. And
Oh
it's like,
God, yeah.
God, it made me so uncomfortable. It's like, yeah, look at me, I'm the cool dad.
Yeah, and then like
Putting
that
my-
scene where she blew Silent Bob. That was important.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like,
dude.
oh no.
Not so silent
You fucked
then.
Silent Bob.
Do you think anyone's ever raped Silent Bob because they knew he couldn't say no?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo. Oh, get over here, Silent Bob.
Yeah.
Do the
All
monkey
right.
with me.
I will say there was one good part in the movie, and that was when one of the Impractical Jokers was in it.
Which
Oh, who
one?
was
The
he?
cool one?
Brian Quinn. He was
Ooh.
he was dressed up as Silent Bob in the Q&A
Oh,
at
that's
the
funny.
comic book convention.
A joke I liked
He was cosplaying.
Bill cosplay.
Yep.
Hello, I'm dressed up as a superhero.
What superhero are you, Bill Cosplay?
I am the Incredible Drink Man.
What, the Incredible Drink Man. What's your power?
Well, why don't you take a drink and see? I can make anyone black out in 5 seconds.
Oh wow! What is that power? What do you do with that? How do you save the world with that power?
I'll never tell.
Okay. Thank you for the drink, Bill Cosplay.
You're welcome. Hey,
Boy, this is refreshing.
and by the way, I'm far from finished.
And scene.
And
Rest in
scene.
peace, UCB.
Yeah. Yes, and no, but no, no, no. Oh, also, Jay and Silent Bob so it's basically Jay, Silent Bob, and Kevin Smith's daughter is the movie,
Oh, dumb.
and she has like a crew of like girls, one of which is like a Muslim woman who wears a hijab. But
A Muslim
kidding
woman
me?
named Jihad. Like the character's name. That's actually funny. You know what? That's good. That's a good joke.
But the thing is, like, it's that classic, like, new woke thing where she's, like, a Muslim woman, but she just talks exactly like Kevin Smith. Like, yeah, I'm sure this...
Yeah. She
I'm sure
should
this-
sound like a poo from The Simpsons.
Well, she's, like, miming blowjobs and talking about fucking and stuff. And it's like, yeah, I'm sure this woman who's
They would have
devout
fucking
enough...
quartered that woman
Dude,
in real
it's-
life if she said that as a Muslim. Dude.
I'm sure if
They
you're
would've
devout enough to
fucking
wear a
torn her apart.
hijab, you would be definitely talking about blowing people to strangers.
Look at Mia Khalifa.
Wiz Khalifa?
No, Mia Khalifa, the porn star.
Mia Khalifa.
Mia Khalifa.
Yeah. That's what Jar Jar Binks says when he's adopted by the Wiz Khalifa family.
Yeah.
Mia Khalifa.
Do you know what I'm talking about? The porn Mia
Yes.
Khalifa, that Arab
Incredible.
porn star.
I didn't know what you were talking about.
Take-
Oh,
babies.
dude, she does a video where her and her mom double up on her boyfriend wearing hijab. They're both wearing hijabs. And
You know,
dude, it's
her mom
so
was
nice.
is actually like a Hispanic porn star. Did you know that?
Yeah, the porn
The
star
mom.
plays her mom. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like some Mexican lady.
Yeah, it's so
not-
funny.
Yeah, it's a great clip. Dude, porn is funny, man, because it's like I'm doing like hack fucking
It is.
bits
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Wow, what
I was watching a porno the other day.
Wow,
You guys see this
Dalton-
shit?
Dalton misses stand-up so much he's even doing open mic transitions
I'm
in a
doing,
podcast.
Dude, I'm doing. Dude, that was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever done.
Porn is funny, man. Y'all ever notice?
Dude, God damn it.
I started saying politics is weird as a transition during my stand-up, and then just kind of being like, I know that's bad. Much like Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith, I mean, this is the last thing I'll say about this. It's just like doing bad. Just because you address that your decisions are bad doesn't mean that they're not bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like-
that's what my dad does that, you know? It's like, yeah, I drink a lot. I'm a bad guy.
It's a classic.
We're just going to gloss over. Let's gloss over that.
Yeah. Well, it's a classic like millennial thing, like being like self-aware but still being a bad person. Max Landis is kind of like that. Like he's like, look, I know I need to work on myself, You know? It's
Oh,
like,
there's
doesn't
so
mean
many
you didn't
women.
rape people, Max. Bitch.
I mean, look at all the blue checkmark women on Twitter who are like, I don't have an example. But you know what I mean? Where they're like, I'm
Michelle
garbage, but
Obama.
yeah. Michelle Obama is like, I'm a fucking slut for pizza. I'm trash. Love me.
Oh yeah, no, like those hot mess girls on Twitter. I know what you mean.
Yeah, where they cop to the fact that they're trash, but they don't change anything about themselves, and
Yeah,
they think that just admitting the thing about themselves that makes them unbearable makes them bearable somehow.
Yeah, they'll like tweet out like, "Oops, got another STD. Still don't have a bed frame." It's like,
Which, to be honest, I've done that.
who hasn't? But I'm not going around bragging about it and like being like, "Well, I addressed the issue." You know?
Yeah,
That's what it feels like. They're like, "Oh, I addressed the issue."
Yeah, I've definitely done it where I addressed the issue, and then I think, all right, I've fixed everything. By acknowledging that it exists, I have solved the problem.
Yeah, that's such I mean, I have that problem too. I mean, you know, I think it's a comedian thing, you know, because it's like it's funny to point out when you're bombing or whatever.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Nah, I agree. Well, I've never bombed, so you know.
I hate it when they're like, that one works better on that one worked better on Twitter. I hate that, dude.
Yeah, it sucks.
Bite your bullet like a
Shit.
man.
I do that. I've said that worked better on Twitter on
Oh,
stage.
you piece of shit, dude.
I've said that. I've also
I just say
tweets.
like, bunch of fucking idiots in the audience, it looks like. Look at this ugly fucking asshole.
Dude, I hate it when anybody takes their notebook on stage.
Remember
what you're gonna say, you fucking hack.
Oh, dude, I knew a guy who did the same 5-minute set and brought his notebook on stage every single time. It's like you're not updating your act, and you still need a notebook.
I do. I know several people like that.
Yeah, me
Wait,
too.
I just thought of a good gag. I miss stand-up, man. I'm gonna go up. Oh, I hope you don't mind if I pull out my notebook and then I pull out a DVD of the notebook.
Ooh,
What
was
is
that
that?
one really yours?
Robbie, what are you doing right now? What
is that not a good gag? I'm doing like a Seinfeld
I feel
thing.
like
I'm pitching bits.
No, that's not a good gag. What if you went on stage and said, I'm just going to pull out my notebook, and you pull out a gun and do a mass shooting?
Come on, dude. That's not okay. A mass shooting just happened, I think.
Yeah, Dalton, why is that better than what I said just because it's darker?
Yeah, dude.
Because I'm the bad boy of Brooklyn, baby.
You know what? I might bomb, but at least my audio is good.
Yeah, my audio's pretty bad.
It's okay, dude. That's part of your charm.
I like how we just shat on Kevin Smith, and then we're just like, I'm just doing the worst jokes ever.
Yeah, we just spent like however long just completely shitting on our hero, and now we're doing bad comedy.
Well, we're doing about as bad as
And now what we're doing the thing where we admit our flaws and then do nothing to change it.
Wow, dude. Maybe Kevin Smith is the voice of our generation.
Yeah, maybe, dude.
He's right, man. We were wrong. I'm sorry, Kevin Smith. I'll be the first to say it. I'm sorry.
I apologize as well. And I'm sorry for those bad jokes I've been doing all
Yeah, I'm sorry, Kevin Smith. I love the jorts. I love the wacky.
You know what's funny is that we shat on him too, and he's one of the only director. Like, we could conceivably get a job in one of his movies.
That's true.
Never,
you know
dude.
what? Hold on. Let's backpedal a little bit because he seems like a genuinely good, kind person.
Well, I don't know.
Who only ever wanted to make people happy.
That's true.
This is eulogy.
Yeah.
Rest in peace,
He was a
Kevin
good
Smith.
man.
He was a good man. He wanted to make people happy. He loved comics so much.
He loved his daughter.
Man, we really are only nice to people once they die. Isn't that sad?
No, it's awesome. That shows
are you doing more stand-up bits?
That's how you've earned it. No, you've earned.
Win with that. Dalton, it's called a point of conversation.
You're right.
What kind of premise would that be?
All right, can we meet
Hey,
Dalton?
I've heard that premise before.
From who? Bad comedians?
Maybe.
You have not heard that premise before. That is
only nice to people when they die.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing to say, not a premise.
I feel like people have said that before.
What?
That I don't know. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're really. Why don't you silent Bob it up for a little bit there, Dalton?
All right.
All right, let's take 5 minutes and reset.
Let's take 5. That's a pretty good candy bar.
That is a good one. Wait, what's the best candy bar?
Whatchamacallit
Oh,
is the best
brother.
one.
All right, let's talk.
I
This
gotta
is
go
tough.
Twix. Twix.
You're gonna go
number
Twix.
one.
You're gonna
Yeah.
go
Twix is a
Costanza
good ass
Twix?
one, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they were right. Seinfeld nailed it. Junior Mint's also good.
Fast break.
No.
You know?
No.
Zero. Zero bar.
What the fuck
What-
are these
what would you
candies?
consider-
You don't know what a zero bar is, dude?
No.
It's one of
What
the
do you
worst.
consider Reese's? Like, there's like peanut butter cups, but are they technically like a candy bar?
Hey, I'd rather
What are
get some
they?
D nut cutter butts.
Ooh.
Cups. D cup. Freedom nut on. Fuck.
Here, I'm gonna pull up a zero bar.
I already did. Looks great.
All right.
I got it
You ever-
too.
You ever
This
see
looks
that?
This looks pretty bad. What
Wait,
does it
hold on.
taste
Let me
like?
show you guys what happens when I Google. Oh, I can't share screen because
Well, I'm looking at zero bars. It's a
I'm
terrible
looking at zero
candy.
bars
What
too.
are
It fucking
these?
sucks, dude. I don't even know what it is, dude. I've tried eating them like twice in my life, and it's one of the worst candy bars of all time.
All right, but dude, look what happens when I Google that.
All right, let's see what goofy shit Joe has pulled.
No,
up.
I saw. No, this is like the weirdest thing.
All right.
Like I got like chocolate dick, and then like also like this, and then like a chocolate gun, and then Snickers veins right there, dude. I got like how come I get all these sponsors? Why am I getting these sponsored ads? on
I
Google?
googled zero candy bar. You googled zero bar.
Damn. Well, but look, everything else is fine. Everything, but like, look, then it goes, and then it's like that regular shit. But all these sponsored ads are like these like Bitcoin collectibles and like chocolate
a full
dick.
chocolate dildo and a gun.
Chocolate gun, dude.
Ah, shit, dude.
Gonna shoot up the Willy Wonka factory.
Balloon.
Disgruntled Oompa
I've
Loompa.
got a golden ticket. Oompa Loompa schoolity shoot. I've got another riddle for you. What do you get when you bully Dylan and Eric?
You get what you fucking deserve.
yeah, wait a minute, Joe. What do you get when you treat him like trash?
Okay.
Come
You-
with me and you'll see. You think that's funny. You think that's so funny, don't you? That's not funny, Joker. That's not funny, Oompa.
Robert De Niro, he fucks a lot of black chicks, right?
He's married to a black girl.
Really? He
Yeah.
tied the knot with one?
Yeah. He's
Nice.
like, you talking in a movie theater to me?
Nice. Slam dunk, dude.
Thanks, man. I thought I'd get more from Joe on that, but I'll take a Dalton laugh.
That was good. That was
Yeah,
a good.
that
That was
was
a good
great,
bit.
Robert.
Yeah.
I can't get a read on Joe ever.
What?
Joe, you're
What's up,
such an
dude?
enigma,
Why? Why would you say that, dude? What's up, man?
dude. You are the Joker of this podcast.
How?
You just said that just like the
Yeah.
Ledger Joker. How am I like the Joker?
Why would you say that? I'm your friend, dude. You can tell me anything.
No, you're my friend, but I
Yeah.
can't. There's no consistency with you.
What do you mean?
You're
That's
all
like
over
a-
the place, dude. You're
All
unpredictable.
over the place. Well, that's not the impression I want to give. As a friend, I want you to think I'm always open and available. And if you have something,
Well,
to
let
talk
me tell you.
about-
Let me tell you the
If you're
impression
having
that I
money
get.
troubles, just tell me, dude. Just talk to me, man.
Let me
I'm a
tell
friend.
you. Let me tell you the impression that I get.
Please.
I've never had to knock
No.
on wood, but I feel like if I could.
Yeah, and you've never been close
Yeah.
to tragedy or close to folks who have.
Have you ever been close to Joe Gorman or been close to those who have?
Damn, dude, we should do a cover of impression that I get, like
Yeah.
in quarantine, like how all the other bands are doing those.
What if it's the impression that I get and it's just Robbie doing impressions?
Yeah,
What if it's
yeah.
the erection
Mighty
that I
Mighty
get?
Boss
That's the
Tones.
impression that I give. I got Cosby. I got Sandler.
Did you see? Weren't they playing around here like a year ago?
The Mighty Mighty Boss. The real
They were
Big
doing like a
Fish
free. There was like a free show they were doing somewhere. They got a guy who just dances.
Yeah, they
gotta-
have like 15 members. There was that weird like revival period in like the early aughts that was just like Zoot Suit shit, like swing revival.
Oh no,
shit.
that was before then. That was like mid to late 90s at that
Wait,
happened.
are they not a part of that?
They're part of that scene, like the ska swing revival.
Right, but they're like a
happening,
crossover. They sounded like ska, but they like dressed like Zoot Suit
No,
Riot
all
or
the no.
whatever.
They dressed like ska. They were like full ska, dude.
Oh,
They had
really?
those plaid fucking suits.
I for sure thought that they were like part of like that like weird like
No, they're
Swing band of like the late 90s.
those are two very similar scenes for sure. But I feel like Mighty Mighty Boss Tones is full ska.
I feel like they're a crossover. I'm looking at
No,
them now.
Mighty
thinking
Mighty
of
Boss Tones are big band.
No,
Yeah.
Scotty, you're thinking of Squirrel Nut Zippers.
No, they're the same as Brian Seltzer Orchestra in a way. Damn, are you kidding me?
All the music from the movie The Mask is what you're thinking of.
Those are Cherry Poppin' Daddies.
Yeah,
Damn, imagine. I wonder how many girls' virginity they actually took.
the Cherry Poppin'
Mighty Mighty
Daddies.
Boss
Yeah.
Tones. Google describes them as a band.
Wow. Checkmate.
No, dude, they're definitely a ska. They're part of the third wave ska revival of the 90s. And we're due for a fourth
They
wave.
are an American
Yeah, we
ska
are.
punk band from Boston,
A
Massachusetts.
scientist like with a graph like we are due for a fourth wave of ska.
Dude, once this
Covered.
virus is gone, once the quarantine is over, all right, I'm putting on my suspenders, putting on my skanking shoes, and I'm hitting the streets, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna have our own skank fest, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
We're taking back the street, fellas.
It's a ska
we should
festival.
make a skank fest and it's just like Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, real big fish.
Dude, that's goddamn, dude. That's so funny.
Thanks,
Yeah,
dude.
skank fest, and it's just real big fish and Goldfinger.
Yeah. Just the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3
yeah,
soundtrack,
oh my
front
god,
to back.
what a yes. What a great soundtrack.
99 red balloons floating through the summer sky. That song I loved so much when I was a fucking kid.
Who sings that cover?
That's Goldfinger.
Oh, they sing
do a
it.
cover of it. Yeah.
Yeah, the original was like some German girl.
I live. The only song I know by them is the "So Here I Am."
Yeah, getting
Oh,
old
yeah.
all the time.
That's
Yeah,
Superman.
Superman. We've talked
Yeah.
about that.
we have talked about the Superman extended musical
The
universe.
extended Superman music universe. What about Batman movies versus Superman songs? Dawn of
Yeah.
Justice. Ah, shit, dude.
Yeah, ska's coming back in a big, big way.
It'll
I'm
never
very
come
excited.
back, dude.
You don't think so? Ska really was like a 6-month point in time.
Grunge is
No.
going to come back before ska.
You think so?
I
Mhm.
could see grunge coming back.
I would love for just any kind of guitar music to come back. I miss rock and roll, baby.
You don't like this new Everyone's a DJ? You don't like that?
SoundCloud rap.
Not really. None of.
Why?
I don't know. It just none of it resonates with me.
You know, I like hip hop, but the new stuff, I mean, I might be just turning into an old man. It's just like,
Mhm.
yeah, just like, it doesn't really resonate with me at all. I really am, I think, just turning into an old man, but I'm only 29 almost.
No, I don't know because I still just really enjoy, I guess, rock and pop. I don't know. I listen to a lot of newer bands. There's a lot of shit that.
You look like you enjoy pop rocks.
What does that mean?
You eat a lot of candy.
Do I look like I've gained weight?
A
No,
little
I've
bit,
gained
but
weight
you look
though.
good, dude.
Yeah,
I've
you look-
definitely gained weight, dude. I've been drinking sodas again.
Damn,
kind
I've
of
been eating
soda?
this. I've been
Just classic Coca-Cola Classic. It's
Soda's
the
no
best.
good, dude. Cut that shit out right
Yeah,
now.
dude.
That's I mean, it sucks, dude. You were getting into. I mean, I haven't seen you in person. Cameron,
I was,
so
dude. I
fast.
was getting into shape, and then all this fucking shit happened.
Same,
And I was
dude.
like, fuck it, dude.
I weighed
I'm gonna
in.
start smoking cigarettes. I'm gonna start drinking soda again. I'm gonna eat like shit. It's time to let go, dude.
Well, you know, don't be so.
No,
At least
Dalton,
you haven't
don't.
relapsed into like booze or anything like that.
I did have 5 beers the other night.
No,
Oh,
Dalton, stop.
Joe.
Don't do it.
But it's not like I got
Joe is like
hammered.
a sarcastic devil on the left. Like, no, don't kill those people.
Dalton, you gotta help, dude. We're here for you, man. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, dude, I'll be fine. I'm cured of my
Okay.
alcoholism.
You're gonna be okay. You're
Yeah.
gonna get through this, buddy.
God damn it, Joe, you're jokering me.
I'm not joking, dude. I'm
Dude,
concerned.
You're
I'm
being a
concerned
joker right
friend.
now. You're being twisted.
I'm a concerned friend. Is
Stop
everything
being so
okay?
twisted, dude.
You don't want to put a gun in your mouth and pull the trigger, do you?
I would put that chocolate gun in my mouth.
I hope you don't.
Dude, you are the Joker, dude.
Don't
That is,
put that
this
gun-
is what the Joker
Dalton.
would do. Wow, a shame Batman left you. It sure would be a shame if you skipped town, wouldn't it? Oh, I've got a one-way ticket for you, but you mustn't do that.
Dalton,
Dude,
if
should we
you
get it
really-
when this is over? Should we get into tabletop games?
Yeah,
No, that shit's boring to me. Although-
Warhammer.
No, not Warhammer. I
Warhammer
like
is- Warhammer,
you're-
that is leaning way too hard into incel behavior, dude.
that really is. Man.
That game is just sexual frustration, the game.
I have I have multiple friends back home who weren't into like Warhammer the game, but they were really into the Warhammer books, like the Warhammer 40K books.
The Warhammer Extended Universe.
Yeah, and
I liked the Hebrew Hammer. That was more my kind
dude,
of
that was a
thing.
fun movie.
That
That's
was a
good
funny
movie.
ass movie, dude.
Yeah, the Hebrew Hammer is good. Man, since we're in quarantine, I've just been going back and revisiting my childhood. I rewatched Austin Powers the other night.
Oh yeah.
That was a
Fuck,
good
dude,
one.
what a good movie.
Well, Austin Powers fucking bangs, dude. It's so funny.
It's so funny.
All three of them are great. Goldmember is my favorite one, honestly.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
I think it's all jokes. It's like Family Guy.
Spy Who Shagged Me is still my favorite. I
Yeah,
think that
me
was,
too.
Like, the
Spy Who
funniest.
Shagged
But
Me,
that's
I
the
think,
thing,
is
like,
the
Those
it's
movies
the
are
Empire Strikes Back of the Austin Powers trilogy.
those movies in Borat are like such punchlines. Like people like laugh at them, but it's like those are the four best.
Nobody laughs at Borat. Like Borat's genuinely, I think,
Great.
widely regarded
I guess
as one of the funniest movies of all time.
maybe people laughed at the impression of Borat. Maybe
My wife.
my wife. Yeah, see, that's like an
Yeah.
ironic impression. That people do.
I don't know, it makes me laugh.
Well, I laugh
My
too.
wife.
I laugh too, but I'm not being like, fuck Borat, take down. I'm like, damn, Borat's fucking hilarious. Like,
Dude,
that's what I
Borat's
think.
so sick.
Yes, thank you very much. A chocolate face. That's just funny.
Chocolate Face is my favorite.
Hello, Michael Jackson, fellas.
My dad took me to theater to see that, like 8th grade.
My dad took me to see Hot Rod, which was a pretty cool one.
Dude, that's a
And
good movie.
We laughed like so hard seeing that one.
I was surprised when I found out the Lonely Island didn't write Hot Rod.
They did, but they didn't get a writing credit on it. They like rewrote the script like crazy, but it wasn't their original idea. So the original writer of the movie got the screenplay credit, but like they completely wrote that movie.
Oh, interesting. But they also
Yeah.
didn't direct it.
No, they did. Akiva
The woman
directed it.
directed it.
You think the writer was Pam Brady, who South Park writer,
yeah,
who wrote the
that's-
idea for it.
Jews.
Her script was like Will Ferrell. It was meant for Will Ferrell.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
you're telling me that a woman did a minor amount of work, men did a majority, didn't get any credit, and this woman falsely gets praise for something she didn't really deserve. Interesting.
I didn't say that.
Yes, that is
Interesting. Thank you,
interesting.
Robbie. Can I quote you on that
Yes.
for my blog?
Oh yeah, that's right. I
Digest Monthly.
Oh yeah, I forgot about your day job at the New York Times. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes,
You
thank
can
you.
quote me on that verbatim. I'm on the record. I'm explicitly telling you I'm on the record saying exactly what you just said.
Great. Perfect.
You're friends with Ronan Farrow. Maybe you should get his name on that too.
Ooh, maybe I will. My good friend Ronan Farrow.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, dude, let's do something awful to your really cool dad. And he was like, okay.
Yeah, Ronan really pulled the worst Parent Trap prank on his dad ever.
God damn it, dude. Calling that a parent trap.
Yeah, dude. Him and Dylan teamed up. Like, all right, how are we gonna get back at Dad? They tried to like push him down a water slide too soon, but they didn't think it was
like-
funny enough. So
He was like, Dad, can I stay up late and watch TV? He's like, I don't want you staying up so late.
no, unless you watch an Annie Hall.
And you're like,
That,
I'm gonna accuse my dad of rape.
Yeah, like
that would be funny if it was just a prank this whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It clearly is a goof. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
Well,
like
plan
it-
A is he would swim in a swimming pool and turn blue, and Plan B was planning
Just to
planning a
accuse him.
story in the New York Times to accuse him of molestation.
Yeah.
But,
oh,
like,
jeez,
yeah,
my
dude.
prankster kid is at it again. Did you see
But
that
m-
prank he pulled on Brett Kavanaugh? That wasn't cool.
this turns out to just all be like a new Ashton Kutcher prank series.
Yeah.
Me too.
It's
with an
it's
apostrophe.
it's raped, but it's RAP''D.
They're at the Quibi boardroom meeting, like, okay, this is going way too far. I think we're in too deep.
Dude, Quibi, that's probably not gonna last.
That's got to be the worst waste of money. They spent more money on Quibi than any studio spent on movies in the last year.
I
crazy.
understand. Before the world ended, I guess it was kind of a good idea where it's like bites, fun-sized television. You
It's
know,
a bad idea. Why the fuck
No,
would you
dude.
design TV just for your phone? TV,
Oh, that's
you
that's
can
bad.
already
But-
watch TV on your phone.
Yeah.
But to create stuff that's like quick little 10, 12-minute shows, that's
But
cool.
that's
That's a good
such an-
idea.
It's a good idea, but you can't watch it on TV. You have to watch it. Who the fuck is watching a
Yeah,
full
that
show on their
sucks.
phone?
That's a bad idea. But
Like,
look,
TikToks and Facebook like videos like 15 seconds, and people
But
don't even
more
watch
and more
those.
people are going to start watching stuff on their phone because televisions are becoming more and more of a luxury, you know, because the people are like, do I want to buy like this, like, you know, $200 device just for watching television, or am I just going to watch TV on my computer like most people?
But even then, but you can't even watch on your computer. You have to watch on your phone. No one watches.
Yeah.
No one watches anything longer than a minute.
You can project it on your TV.
you buy
Yeah.
a whole projector just so you can set up Quibi.
Because
I have a
Quibi.
projector.
that
got a-
might
I
have
got a
been the
projector.
fucking rich, like the CEO mentality. Like, well, if they want to watch on TV, they can just buy a projector. Like they just think
I
everyone
don't
is.
know. I don't know what the idea. It's just as bad as CISO.
It's worse than CISO.
It's
CISO,
worse than
CISO's not around anymore, is
No,
it?
Sisu folded.
see so long. My fucking
Yeah, bye.
bye. My last major credit, CISO. Thank you guys for everything you did.
Really?
Yeah, I was on CISO. I was on Stick or Treat, did like a TV show on CISO.
Ooh,
And I was,
did you get a
Oh,
copy of
that's
that
right.
tape?
Yeah, I did. The tape did well. They posted on E-Bombs World, and people who saw it, they're still thumbs down my videos to this day. So
Oh no!
Damn, dude. That
I have gotten
sucks.
so much negative internet attention that I probably should quit comedy with that data. But
Well, welcome to the
Hopefully
internet,
my
dude.
relentless bullying of you will earn me a fan base.
Dude, Tom Myers took a jab at you the other day.
Dude, he's a nice guy, but online he is kind of a mean guy.
Dude, he's
He
trying.
called
Yeah,
you the N-word, dude. That's
he's
not
trying
okay.
to. He is trying to be like a cool, edgy online guy and like go after people.
Yeah,
Like,
but
he's trying to break balls online. But he just comes
Yeah.
across as like,
Tom, leave me alone. Like no
Yeah.
other opponent still is, like brings up like, hey, YouTube said this guy sucks. Like, okay, Tom, Jesus Christ.
that was what a surreal night that was.
You know what's crazy is that Tom Myers has gotten better at comedy in 20 years than Kevin Smith has got at making movies in 20 years. How did
Yeah.
Tom Myers accrue more skill than Kevin Smith?
I think in the next 20 years, Tom Myers will be the greatest living comedian. 20 more years.
Fair.
I don't know. I think he's a nice guy. I think he's very funny.
I think he's
What-
cute.
He is pretty odd.
Dude, imagine blasting ropes across his big ass forehead. Imagine
Uh,
busting.
I didn't know I signed up for a massage today. Like, you know, he's always almost a punchline.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I hate this quarantine.
Bukkake hit transplant.
What were you saying, Joe?
I hate this quarantine, man. I want to hang with
Yeah.
my boys, dude.
Yeah, dude. This
Yo.
would,
Yeah.
I can't wait to be in person again.
I miss you guys.
Hey guys, once
Let's all give
this-
each other smooches when this is over.
Once, I was gonna say,
Moochie
dude, we should go. We should go get a nice steak dinner.
Oh,
I would be
yeah,
down,
dude.
dude.
Let's go to Peter Luger's.
There's
Yeah.
so many great
How
restaurants
about Ruth
open
Chris?
right now.
Ruth
Oh,
Chris, yeah, dude.
Let's go to Ruth Chris, Shake Shack, and that other Japanese company that took
Citibank.
all that small loan money. That's so fucked up, dude.
Go off, King.
That's
Shake
shitty.
Shack.
That was money specifically set aside for small businesses, and a bunch of like big corporations took it. I don't like it. I'll go out.
Yeah, but they're small relative to the universe, you know?
Steven Universe.
Steven Universe.
That's a good point. Really, every business is a small business. if
Yeah, when you think
about
about it,
Yeah.
zoom out far enough,
That's something
every
Trump-
business is a small business.
folks, they're all small businesses, okay? Let me tell you.
Scale.
I went to think about the sun, all right? Very big, we can all agree. I've looked at it. I've seen it. Are you telling me if you looked at the sun and you looked at Costco, you wouldn't say Costco is the smaller one? Thank you. Thank you very much. No more questions. No more questions.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. You got to me just then. I was like, yeah, dude, tell him.
Dude, when I do Trump, I'm like, He does have pretty good points.
That's like a coherent, salient point that really
What he would do is
inspires me.
Excuse me. No, let me finish. So you got the sun, the big sun, and then you got the small businesses.
Dude, let me ask you, how crazy is it that there are people still like leaving New York?
It's done.
Like,
Why would you leave?
I get it. I mean, like the infection rate keeps going up.
But
No,
like,
it leveled off, dude.
No, it's like 2% now. It's like 1 in every 50 people.
but it's weird. It's weird that there are people who are like, well, I guess I'm gonna get on a plane now.
That is weird. I thought most people would like driving, but yeah, if you got on a plane right now, I don't.
You
I
know
don't really
what's
understand
crazy
that.
is in New York City, almost like the amount of recovered or the amount of deaths are almost equal to the amount of recovered. Like
Really?
18,000 recovered, but 10,000 died.
That's
There's a
horrifying.
big part of me that like I do think it's important to take all this seriously and to follow whatever guidelines. But I'm starting to kind of get into like tinfoil hat territory where I'm like, this is like a great opportunity for the powers that be to just completely strip us of our personal freedoms and establish a social credit score and decentralized currency.
Well, I heard
people like egging them on to be like, yeah, use cell phone trackers, like make sure you know who has a fever all the time for years. That is like, what are we doing? Aren't you liberals? You shouldn't want that. Although I guess now, like,
dude, it's an Animal Farm, dude. Dude, it's I just sound like
a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
By the way, Animal Farm is also the shortest book that people can reference and sound smart. That's why they always do it. Dude, it's like Animal Farm. Read your Orwell. Read it.
I've read Animal Farm. I've read 1984.
I'm sure.
I've read Brave New World.
Oh, Dalton read Animal Farm because he thought it was a cookbook.
Yeah, dude.
When's the recipes come in?
Damn, dude.
Yeah, it's a recipe for capitalism.
Authoritarianism.
Or whatever the book was supposed to be about. What was the message of the book?
It's about how Stalinism is bad and like.
Is Orwell
it's about
pro?
About how like the ideal of socialism gets corrupted by the greedy, and it will exploit working class unless they rise up against it.
Yeah. Well,
was he? I honestly, was he pro or anti-capitalist? Because I can't.
He's anti-capitalist, but he was also anti-corrupt social. Like socialism can work.
He was black-pilled.
No.
He was a democratic socialist. I mean,
yeah,
like not like what Bernie Sanders says, which doesn't mean anything when he says it. But like he was like a guy who was like he liked the tenets of socialism, but he thought that most communism in practice strips people away from their rights and breeds authoritarianism.
Yeah. He understood
he liked what
any
Marx
one of
said
these...
directly. What Karl Marx wrote directly on his doctrine. That's what he adhered to.
No, but Karl Marx was kind of dumb.
Just like
Karl
a more
Marx was a real
straightforward view.
Well, first of all, the fact that he coined the phrase "late capitalism" in the 1800s. All right, that's not that late. Capitalism kept kicking for a while there, buddy.
That's true. Good point.
More like mid-capitalism, if you were actually accurate. Thank you.
Yeah,
I am very smart. I'd rather read Groucho Marx, folks.
Ooh.
Damn, dude, you're really firing them off.
Yeah, dude. Look, I stick it to the fucking corporations. I stick it to the lefties. I'm an equal opportunity offender. Leather jacket, parental advisory sticker on my album.
Yeah.
That's the thing is like everyone hates me because I can really take almost any stance in politics. But I am consistent and I am principled.
Well, I just, I don't know. I'm starting to feel concerned that maybe this is just a hoax. You know, maybe the government is trying to.
No, it's not a hoax.
Okay, first off,
we
do
might
not
have
say it's a hoax
overreacted.
because they're going to pull our video off YouTube if you say it's a hoax. They've been doing that a lot lately.
Yeah, don't say it. Take that back, Dalton, right now.
The coronavirus is not a hoax.
Thank you.
Thank
but
you.
Thank you.
It definitely was started by the Chinese, and you should attack all the Chinese people that you see. If you see a Chinese person, attack them.
All of our Japanese listeners
They're gonna throw a
he's making a
fireball at
lot
you.
of sense.
He speak my language.
Yeah, if you see a Chinese person, you have to get to them
This
before they
guy
charge up their
says that what-
fireball.
This guy says what I'm thinking.
He's a really saying what I'm a really thinking.
Oh, this guy is like, is he doing a comedy or speaking a factory?
All right. So another part to edit.
Oh, what?
What?
How
What
come
part?
it's only my
Nah,
parts
I'm
that are getting edited, dude? You're gonna keep in like that entire.
First of all,
like,
Joe
break-
is Japanese, so I'm allowed to do
Yeah.
the voice.
That's true.
Yeah, dude.
We actually are. I'm 2% Korean.
No, you're not. You're absolutely not.
I think you're.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely 2% barbecue.
Damn, dude.
Damn,
Don't.
Robbie.
You're gonna get an eating disorder by the time.
I'm
this podcast-
sorry. I'm so
Damn,
sorry,
dude.
I'm being way too mean. I'm
This
sorry.
hurts.
I'm sorry.
I should get an eating disorder. I should be pretty.
Dalton,
I wanna
you
be
look
pretty.
great. You look great. I think you're a great guy. You make me laugh, and you're on the right track too, dude. I'm telling you, you're looking good. last time
Yeah,
I saw
dude.
you.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm
thanks.
sure things will come together once this epidemic's over.
Come together.
God damn it, Joe. What? Fuck, that's gonna get under my skin more than anything.
What, dude?
the
I'm on your side, dude. I'm in your corner, dude.
only thing
I'm
I want
Team
under my skin is chicken.
Love that chicken.
Mm-mm-mm.
Loaded chicken from
I
Popeye.
love that chicken from Popeyes. Are we allowed to sing that jingle? It is a jingle.
I hope so, dude.
Because that is some iffy business for white guys to sing the official Popeyes jingle. That's some dangerous territory.
Yeah, dude.
Well, especially because they say it's love that chicken from Popeyes.
Love
Love
that
it.
chicken from Popeyes.
It's LUHDAT CH.
CHI apostrophe
Yeah.
N.
Yeah. Loaded chicken from Popeyes.
Yeah, that is such shaky ground for white guys to
Yeah.
sing that.
Yeah, the levies are
But
gonna
that's their fault.
break,
It's
dude.
like when Kanye named aughts.
Yeah.
Horny.
This brings us back to Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Here we go, dude.
Here it is, dude.
Here we go.
Gentlemen, set your PPs to hard. And get your motor running.
Commander Data, set your PP to hard.
Look at that.
yeah.
Look at that
Dude,
one.
type in entrapment, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and then type GIF.
Is that Sean Connery?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sean Connery
yeah.
was in it too.
It's okay.
Yeah,
to
let me see if
smack
I
a
can find
woman. He said that. He went on like a show and he was like, yeah, sometimes
Yeah,
it's okay
Barbara
to smack a
Walters.
woman. Damn,
All right.
dude. Fuck, that is really hot. I might jerk
Yeah,
off to that
dude.
later.
Damn, son.
I love jerking off to movie scenes.
I do too.
Me
I love
too,
it so
dog.
You
much.
guys like that too?
Dude,
Yeah,
let's
of
all jerk
course.
off to a movie scene.
Yeah.
Dalton, pull up
Wait.
MrSkin.com.
I have a good scene. Google Loud Boys George Carlin.
Damn, dude. Yeah, dude. I want to. Yeah,
Catwoman is another hot one with Halle
I jerked
Berry.
off to our Jewish princess the other day.
Kat Dennings.
Kat Dennings, yeah.
How about Scat Dennings?
Oh, and she shits on your chest.
Yeah. I was
All
thinking
right,
more like,
I'm
I was
into
thinking
it.
more like burp, 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 two broke girls.
Loaded chicken from Popeyes. Kat
Cat
yeah,
Scat Dennings.
dude. I mean, we've talked about her a lot on this show already, but I could talk about her all day, dude.
She's
so
the official
hot.
girlfriend of the podcast.
She's my
Kat
Catwoman.
Dennings. Kat Dennings. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we should have we should have official Loud Boys girlfriends.
Imagine,
Okay.
yeah. Imagine
Dennings.
Kat.
Who else do we got in there? Christina Hendricks from Mad
Christina
Men.
Hendricks, Deanna Troy.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I just dude. So like I said, I've been getting really into Star Trek, and Whoopi Goldberg is in it. And I,
Whoopi
by
Goldberg,
the way-
Basil.
by the way, who's not bad looking in Star Trek: The Next Generation? She's
Oh, she's a
pretty hot in
banger.
this show.
Yeah.
But I
Captain Picard.
I did that thing where I started like really thinking about her name, and I'm like, this woman's name is Whoopi Goldberg. What the fuck kind of name is that? And I
Dude,
looked
her
it up.
stage name is Whoopi Goldberg.
I know that, but it's like I never really thought about it before, like how ridiculous that name is, because it was just such a everybody knows her. She's like really famous. We all just accepted that that's her name.
Well,
so I looked it up.
I think Dalton. I think the assumption was that Whoopi's family was originally owned by Jewish slave owners, so they took the last name Goldberg
No,
with
dude,
the
it's so
Emancipation Proclamation.
When they got
It's so-
freed, they all
it's-
said, "Whoopee!"
Yeah, it's by the way, it's so much funnier than that. Because I looked it up. It is so much funnier than like it's like okay, so Whoopi literally she just was like yeah, like a whoopee cushion. It's funny, and then Goldberg, she said, I don't have any way to really prove it, but I feel Jewish, and
Oh
that's
my
why she calls
God.
herself Goldberg.
What the
She's
fuck?
Dude, she's the Rachel Dolezal of Jews. She just feels Jewish.
I can't prove it.
Yeah. Like she even did like all the DNA stuff and it came back like no, there is no drop of Jew in you. She's like, "Nah, I still feel Jewish."
I identify as Jewish. I love Seinfeld. I love Woody Allen.
Is that your impression of Whoopi Goldberg?
Yeah.
You're just doing
What?
oh, I love I love Seinfeld,
Wait.
Woody Allen. I love
Hello there,
Fort
Mr.
Saul.
Picard. I was thinking.
What?
I was thinking about. I was thinking about the holodeck. I was thinking, we get two sides.
Kim Picard.
Except my face is too delicious.
Yeah, dude. That's Whoopi Goldberg, all right. Damn.
Data, love that chicken from Popeyes.
Yeah. Ensign. Set coordinates for Popeyes.
Set coordinates.
Engage.
Engage. It looks like we're in the planet of delicious spices.
Yeah.
Tread carefully, Data. It's not as good as Chick-fil-A.
Oh man. That yeah.
I ain't getting a lot of targeted Popeyes advertising.
Yeah, well they got the Migos menu. They got
That's so funny. They have a
offsets.
Migos menu.
Yeah, dude, you haven't seen it?
I
The-
saw
the
around my neighborhood. I saw like the advertisement. But what's on the menu?
It's just like each one of those guys like favorite. They cooked up their own combo meal.
Is it 24 items and only 3 good ones?
Ooh.
I don't even get what's the joke.
Their albums have a lot of songs on them, and there's only 3 good songs on the
Oh,
albums.
what are those guys? It's Offset,
Offspring.
Quavo,
Jose and Cuervo.
Jose. Yeah,
That's their
Offset,
name.
Jose,
Offset,
and
Jose, and
Cuervo.
Cuervo. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. That's
I only
the
know.
Migos.
Yeah, I only know Offset. Oh, I mean, I don't like Migos that much.
No,
I saw
dude,
them.
they fucking suck.
I saw them open for Drake, and I was with a 20-year-old, and he was like getting really down, and I just couldn't relate.
You smash?
It was a guy, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're gay.
definitely. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You know, I've taken a lot of shit this podcast, but that was really nice of you, Dalton.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You
just did a really good Mike Bichetti impression.
Who's Mike Bichetti?
Thank you. You don't know him?
No, who's that?
Damn, dude, he's such a funny guy. He's a comic. He's a New York guy. He's been around forever. He's
Yeah,
but
you'd love him.
he just released his album like a few months ago. He's really good. He's like a really funny guy.
I
Good
will be
heart.
looking into this. Do you guys miss stand-up at all? I don't really.
No.
I'm
It's
starting to
over.
miss it, dude. I'm starting to get the itch, baby. The 7-year itch.
I'm starting to miss like socializing with comics. Weirdly.
Oh, dude,
doesn't
I
that
miss-
suck?
Oh, I miss
That sucks
I miss
that I
hanging
missed
with my
that.
boys and girls.
Yeah, dude, me too.
I miss chatting up the birds, getting.
I do
you know,
miss going to the
getting their
creek,
numbers.
man. I feel like the creek's dead though.
Yeah, did you ever think you would say that sentence? I miss.
I
going
miss
to
the creek, dude. That's like the first place I miss. That in the stand though. God damn.
I think
Yeah.
they'll both come back, dude.
You think so?
What do you think is gonna go out of business?
QED.
Saturday Night Live.
You think QED's gonna go out of business? Fuck, I hope not, dude. I love that place.
I never go there.
It's pretty far,
so
but
far out
it's
there.
a really fun club.
I had a great.
I
had one
like it a
showcase
lot. I
there.
think it's a really cool spot. It also kind of reminds me of a library or like a
Yeah,
local
for sure.
bookstore. It reminds
It
me
has
of that
a-
Put a Bird on It Portlandia sketch a little bit. You remember that sketch?
Mm.
Yeah, it does. It does have a very hip, smarty
Yeah.
pants vibe. It's a fun club, good
No,
space.
yeah, I've had good sets there. It's just so far.
Yeah, the story is so. Man, yeah, it's crazy that people live there.
Yeah, they deserve to get the coronavirus the worst, which is what's happening.
I love Astoria though. I love that's like one of my favorite neighborhoods in New York. I love walking
the food
there.
around there is amazing.
Dude, the food in Astoria is some of the best in New York.
Yeah, it's truly great Italiano.
Yeah, great time, great Greek.
Italiano. Yeah, a lot of good Greek.
Yeah, I love that neighborhood. I would live there if I didn't have like shit to do.
Yeah, me too. Well, it is also just hard to get into Manhattan, which is my true favorite part of New York, the city.
It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to get Manhattan from Astoria. It's just hard to get.
I do love taking the N.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Thank you, buddy.
Loaded chicken from Popeye.
Like, that's actually what slave owners would say.
I love taking the N.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Come on.
Sorry, it's not cool that they did that. I'm anti-slavery. I'm going on the record right now. I don't care who gets mad at me for that.
You're anti-slavery?
I think slavery was a bad thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't
Interesting.
chill.
What makes you say that?
I think it was like a violation of some human rights.
How?
It was rude.
the recut of Roots where like they chain up Kunta Kinte. He's like, rude.
It's called Rudes.
We're ready for our 2020 reboot of Roots.
Yeah.
Could you name be Toby possibly? Rude.
Rude.
That's a rude thing to ask.
You are one rude dude.
Yeah.
All right,
Roots.
guys.
Well, this
No,
was
dude,
a
let's
huge
keep
waste
the
of my
train.
time.
Let's keep this train chugging along, dude. What other topics we got?
I'm horny, dude.
UCB shut down. Did we already talk about that?
Not extensively.
It makes me sad because it means that Seth Simons is happy. You know, I don't like that he's happy about anything.
I mean, he's not happy. He had like a
That's
moment
true.
of like, yes. Like,
yeah,
he
he had a
probably
moment
did that.
of just smug satisfaction because
Yes.
the thing that wouldn't let him perform there finally closed.
I mean, that's where it
hate
all
that guy.
comes from. He was also like tweeting out like, hit me with your best UCB memories. Like, shut up, man. I mean, that's the thing is like, I try not to get too into.
Somebody should tweet at him, just Aaron Glazer.
Well, I mean, he would love that. I mean, like, look, UCB stinks, but it used to be great at one point, and it's because of people like him that it's bad. Like,
well, my thing with
just
improv,
they were into like they were too into cultural Marxism and like giving too much stuff besides they put too much thought into who should be on their stage besides who's the funniest, and that fucked up.
and well, my whole thing with improv, and it's the same issue I have with any sort of like. Anytime someone tries to teach comedy, it's like, well, this is inherently a fucking scam that is just like preying upon young, naive performers who like people who are just like wanting to chase their dreams.
Yeah,
and
gouging
like,
people who want to get their dream, and a lot of rich kids like UCB. So it was like a total like rich kid like.
But here's the big difference. Yeah, here's the big difference with a stand-up class. A stand-up class is kind of like a one-and-done thing where it's like you pay some fucking scumbag $300 and then you do your bringer and then you just never see him again.
Yeah.
Improv pulls you into this fucking cult where it's like you're going to be paying your dues the entire fucking time you're there.
Yeah.
You're going to be like you're just always paying money to this institution that never gives you anything in return. And it's all built on this like house of cards started by Del Close, who was just trying to get his dick sucked. That's all it is this fucking weird guy was just trying to like trick young women into sleeping with him, and it worked. And now everybody reveres it as this beautiful art form. It's just like Del Close was trying to get laid.
When I dabbled in the improv world, I was kind of creeped out by like the cult mentality. Like every theater is kind of like a little cult, and like whoever was the failure it's always a failure at the top of the cult who just like founded the theater basically. And and like everyone's always like, oh my god, this guy is a genius because he was on like 3 episodes of the Goldbergs or whatever. I have to suck his dick, you know, like it does
Yeah.
create like that weird, I mean, and all power to that guy, but I mean it does feel like kind of lecherous and exploitative.
That's the
one,
other funny.
I like the PAC theater program in LA though, because the teachers were actually like people I respected. Like the first level teacher wrote for Eric Andre, and he was like a cool guy. And then the second level teacher was one of the whitest kids you know, which was awesome because that's a great show.
Yeah, it's
And
great.
and,
Oh, man.
and then the third level teacher wrote for like Mr. Show. But like, yeah, it was like every other improv program I've been a part of has felt very kind of predatory, and just like teachers who hated that they had to teach, but also like enjoyed like getting sucked off by the college kids who took the class.
Yeah, it's this like, it's not just the rich kid thing. I honestly, if you're a rich kid, that doesn't bother me.
There's
It's
a
like,
lot
I
of
don't-
rich kids in
on,
stand-up
dude.
who I
There are.
like.
It doesn't. I don't care if you're rich, as long as you're like, as long as
Real
you have
ass.
some sort of, as long as you're real ass. But my thing with the improv and all that shit is, it's like, it's designed exclusively for who, like the people, like rich people. The barrier of entry is, do you have enough money to pay for this?
That's how I thought too. Yeah, at least stand-up, you just had to do mics, and like, yeah,
Yeah.
improv. I mean, to even get a
Yeah.
shot at auditioning, you need to drop like on the cheaper end $1,200.
Yeah, it's
Ridiculous.
It's a fucking insane, and it offers you like no tangible reward. It's like, I spent a
The fact that they
boatload of
lost
money.
their theater off that business model too is absurd.
Yeah, the business model of not paying anybody who performs there and taking money from not only selling tickets to the audience, but taking money from your fucking student.
And then also not paying performers. Like they didn't
Yeah.
pay any, like they would charge $5 a head for Whiplash or whatever, and not pay any of the comics.
And you know,
And it's a sold-out show.
Dude, you know what gets under my
Where's that
skin
money
about
going?
that? Anytime you make that argument, everybody I've met that's in improv finds some way to defend that program. They find some way to at least be like, well, you know, it's like they're not making. It's, you know, they got to pay their overhead, and it's like they're not making any money.
Yeah, but
off
so do
of it. It's like-
comedy clubs.
yeah, it's like, what the fuck? I don't understand why you would defend this. I don't understand loving an art form that to the point where you would just completely sell all of your dignity, like completely sell
Yeah,
yourself
not like
out.
us comics who only
Yeah.
waste a ton of time.
Oh, trust me, dude. I have degraded myself countless times, but at least here's the thing. Here's the light at the end of the tunnel for stand-ups. At the highest level of comedy, the most famous comedians are mega famous, ultra successful guys. And even at the middle of that, even like not as famous people are still, you know what I'm saying? There's all these different levels where it's like you can at least land somewhere where you're doing okay for yourself as a stand-up.
Mhm.
With improv, it's like the most famous improvisers, like the end-all be-all of improv, are fucking TJ and Dave, who no one even fucking knows.
Well,
the only
UCB
They
did
move
lead
on to acting though. They move
yeah,
on to
Andy
legitimate-
Daly and like Jason Mantzoukas, like
Ian
all those
Peele.
guys.
I know, but
yeah.
I'm saying those guys don't. What I'm saying is they don't make their bones as improvisers though. They started in improv.
But who
they
makes
do
money
other
off
shit.
stand-up anymore too?
Yeah. Everything is
Plenty
like
of people.
who?
I don't know, man. Nobody makes money just off doing stand-up anymore.
No, they
Well,
get it
no,
from,
they
like,
have like other.
television
They
appearances
do
and
like
podcasts.
podcasts, but plenty of people make money doing
improv
stand-up.
guys can do. I mean, Earwolf is like
I'm talking-
all improv guys.
I'm talking about working. I'm talking about like working class, doing the road as a headliner. You can land somewhere where you're like doing okay for yourself. with
Yeah,
stand-up.
I kind of think that's fewer and far between these days, though.
It always was though. It never. What I'm saying is like it always was. But if you stuck
There's
with
no
it long
that
enough,
for improv. I kind of see what you're saying.
there's none of
But
that for improv.
There's
It's like
there's not enough for stand up to feel that high and mighty about it though too. Like, you know, just doing stand up doesn't work anymore. You need a different, you need like a podcast or something now.
I
you
don't know, dude. I think it's too early to even say. Well, you and I, all of us, have not really been doing it for that long.
Joe and I have been doing it for a while.
Yeah, dude, I've been doing
Yeah,
this for
but
13
it's like, look
years,
at-
you fucking little piece of shit.
I'm just
How
I'm
dare
just saying
you?
when you to
How
to,
dare
to
you know,
insult me
I will
windows
actually say
room.
it is a light at the end of the tunnel, but I do think getting a sitcom should be called the Dwight at the end of the tunnel.
Okay.
Oh, the 20th tunnel. Oh,
I don't
yes.
know.
Oh, no, don't go towards the gym.
I just really fucking hate improv. I think it's the dumbest shit you could possibly do with your time. It's a waste of fucking money. It's predatory. I'm gonna lose all of my friends. Like, I have so many friends who love improv.
And also, look, I mean, here's the thing is, I think, like, this is like one of those weird things where it's like Palestine, Israel. Like, to the outsider, they think improv guys and stand-ups like
we
the
are
same
Israel,
fucking
dude.
guy.
We're
Yeah.
Israel all the way.
We
Stand-up's
definitely
Israel.
are. Stand-up is for sure Israel,
We're
dude.
Israel. Improv is the Palestinian children.
Well,
we're just gunning them down, dude.
Actually, I don't know, because Israel basically is being funded by a rich parent, which is the United States.
Wait, are we the Palestinian children?
Dude, we are definitely, because ISIS.
Okay, good.
ISIS is a fucking.
No, we're ISIS.
Yeah, we're ISIS.
We're ISIS, and improv is the guy. Is the guy whose head we're cutting off.
What about a meme of ISIS beheading someone, but it says coronavirus and UCB?
Okay.
Wow.
Man, I love doing just describing memes.
Yeah, rude memes. Memes are funny. I don't know.
Memes are funny.
I'm actually
I love
pretty.
memes.
I'm pretty bad at them.
I miss the early days of memes where it was just top text, bottom text.
Yeah, like Bad Luck Brian.
Yeah, Bad Luck Brian, Scumbag Steve. Simple
Yeah.
Christian memes.
Gets a girlfriend and then coronavirus.
Yeah.
That's Bad Luck Brian, dude.
I miss that. Now memes are so esoteric and abstract, dude. I can't.
Yeah, they've
follow them.
evolved like crazy. The original memes were pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I miss
dude.
those.
When I first found Reddit, I was
generation
like,
memes.
when I first discovered Reddit in college, I was like, man, this is what life's all about. Dude.
I mean,
This is
well, here's the
humor.
thing. 4chan, yes, they gave us the new Nazi movement, but they also gave us memes, so it's a net positive.
Yeah,
It's a wash.
Kekistan.
At the absolute worst, it's a wash.
Yeah, at the worst faith reading you could read into 4chan is get Mulligan.
Yeah,
Broke
4chan.
even.
Dude, I never liked even when I was in high school. All my friends were getting into 4chan.
Yeah, same. I was like, this is scary.
Yeah, it scared the shit out of me, dude. I was the same way. I
thought it was scary. Oh boy. Jackie 4chan.
Jackie 4chan. Yep, that's his penis.
Do you understand the hate speech that is coming out of my mouth?
Oh, I thought it was like a foreskin.
Oh.
Oh.
Jackie
that's too
4chan.
many things.
What? A
Jackie-
foreskin on an Asian
Ford.
man?
Yeah. How you gonna need a foreskin?
Yeah, dude. You cut their foreskin off, grind them to a powder, and
I
it
got
makes you. That's blue chew. That's actually the main ingredient in blue
Man.
chew is.
My dick's so small I got a 3 skin.
Yeah.
Yep. I gotta say, I think this was Joe's best episode yet.
Dude,
No,
Joe really set this one out. Joe,
had like
what's up? What's up, buddy?
Nothing, dude.
Why you been so quiet this one?
I didn't see Kevin Smith, dude.
We stopped talking
Wait,
about
dude,
Kevin
we
Smith
have
an hour ago.
We thought, yeah, we're done with that. We've been done with that.
Oh damn.
Dude, I'm loving looking at Furio right now. in
Oh,
your
man,
background.
Mad Max Furio Road. Furio.
Yeah. Oh, I would love that.
Yeah.
Mad Max Furio.
Furio. Mad
Mad
Max Furio.
Furio.
Do you think
Hey, what a
Furio-
beautiful fucking day, huh?
Yeah. I've never seen that. I've never seen Fury Road. I feel
Oh,
bad.
you got to watch that
It's
ASAP.
way
It's
good. I was just
amazing.
thinking
Well, I
about
feel like
that
I should have
movie.
seen it in the theater. I feel like I missed.
No,
the
it
boat
holds
to
up on
truly
TV.
Enjoy it.
You can even like watch it in black and white, and it holds like
No,
apparently. it was
don't
supposed
watch
to-
it black and white though.
They were
That's
doing that. They were
pretentious.
doing like.
I hate that. Black and white doesn't make it good. That's why people thought Clerks was good.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I do like black and white. I find it easier to concentrate. It doesn't hurt my eyes.
Watch Fury Road in color though, because the colors are amazing. Part of why I like it is like the palette.
I don't know, something about black and white. I do think like this is, I can follow this better than if it was in color. Color is too busy, dude. It's too much going on.
Damn, you're too dumb for color.
I think I am. Why? Yeah, maybe. I think I am. I'm too dumb for color.
Yeah. There's a lot of these. Can we go back to black and white?
You know what I mean? Something about black and white is just softer. It's more tranquil.
I can kind of
So-
see where you're coming from, but I don't understand at all or agree really.
I don't know, dude. I like black and white shit.
Well, what's your
It's,
favorite black and white movie?
Is it because it reminds you of Oreos?
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Robbie, you're gonna give him an eating disorder,
I'm
dude.
sorry. I wish Joe was talking more so I could do this to him. I can't.
Favorite black and white movie? That's a good question. I don't. Let me think.
Citizen Candy Cane.
What are you doing, dude?
I'm sorry. I don't know why this is happening. Fuck, man. I'm sorry. I actually feel really bad now.
Citizen Kane sucks.
I like Citizen Kane.
I've never actually seen it.
It's
Casablanca's
I do-
pretty good.
No, I like newer movies that are in black and white. Like when someone makes a really high definition movie in black and white. That's pretty cool.
Like
Who did that recently?
The Artist.
Oh, the Lighthouse.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
somebody-
great.
Who else did that? I saw something recently that was like I enjoyed it too.
It has to serve a purpose. I don't like when they just do it to do it.
Oh, the atomic bomb episode of Twin Peaks.
Oh, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome, dude.
I finished The Return. It was fucking great.
Yeah, how beautiful was it when Dale Cooper finally comes back?
It's amazing.
And then he's only there for like that one episode, and then he's gone again.
Yeah, what happens? Who is he in the last one? I missed that. So he turns into someone else again?
He does like a Mulholland Drive thing where it's like, yeah, he becomes somebody else, and it's like
I didn't get that. I thought it was just Dale Cooper to the end.
No, well,
dude.
I don't know. I have no idea what happens.
I didn't understand those last two episodes at all.
What I kind of
I didn't understand any of it, really.
honestly, it did end a lot like Evangelion, but I feel like what happens at the end is he goes into like another dimension.
He goes back in time to save Laura Palmer.
But he's also in another dimension. He's like.
But that's not Agent Cooper?
It is, but he says his name is Richard.
What the fuck is this even about?
Is it like Beware Richard and Linda? So
Dude,
Dale became Richard, and then Diane became Linda. After they fucked, and then that was the loss of innocence for Dale Cooper, and he became Richard. I guess. I don't know.
Wow. David Lynch is either a genius or sucks extremely badly.
I'm trying. Hold on, let me think what happened. So he goes into the new dimension, because there's that scene where David Lynch's character is talking about the dream where he's talking to Monica. What's the actress's name? Bellucci?
Lewinsky.
No, yeah, he's talking to Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah.
She's
You
wearing
have
blue
a
dress.
cigar in your pussy.
Yeah, but he's like, and she says to me, "We live inside a dream, but who is the dreamer?" So he establishes that there is no like objective reality, that it's all like a dream inside a dream inside a dream. So I think what we see happen at the end is Dale Cooper goes into another dream, right?
I don't know, man. We should probably bring this in for a landing, huh?
Yeah,
How
dude,
about
I
that?
never saw that fucking show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's only one kind of Twin Peaks I'm trying to look at. You know what I mean, fellas?
Oh.
Hey.
No, let's keep talking about Twin Peaks. So, no, I
Let's
love
do
the
a Twin
show.
Peaks. It is great, but
And
I figured out Mulholland Drive, the new Twin Peaks. I even like kind of tried to look it up online, and no one really has a good explanation for any of it. I don't know.
Well, it's kind of.
I think the theme of it is really powerful about how you really can't go back, and it's kind of like an anti-reunion thing, where it's just about like it's supposed to unsettle you how bad everyone looks, and everyone freaks out when they try and do anything from the old show.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
But to go back to what I was saying, the atomic bomb episode, beautiful black and white
Yeah.
cinematography, dude.
Yeah. I mean, almost as good as U2's How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb, one of my favorite albums.
Dude,
Right.
I mean, that atomic bomb episode like really got under my skin. I watched it probably like 10 times that night. I was like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
That whole show filled me with nonstop dread and really unsettled me. I mean, all of his shows are like being in a nightmare when you watch them. You feel alone. A
Oh, I feel
chill
so-
goes down your spine.
I feel
You're
so
unsettled.
alone, dude.
Oh, dude, he's amazing. He is amazing. Lynch is awesome. He's like one of the best.
Lynch is great. You should read that essay about him by David Foster Wallace.
All right, sounds good. All right. All right, folks. This is a good one. We'll see you. Hey, follow us on Twitter. Rate, subscribe, and review at Loud Boys Pod. We could use more reviews, so please do that. And yeah, thanks everybody. See you next time.
Bye. Love you.
Bye.